Last year, we didn't know where and how much damage we would end up with because we were all headed into the unknown. This year, at least, we've got data, and so we're no longer in the unknown. And based on this, we're able to come up with, I would say, more informed estimates for what the impact could be. We're now in a period where everything is reduced within an 85% pre-pandemic economy. And based on that, what we find is that the additional impact of the second lockdown is going to range somewhere between 300 to 350 million rupees per day, instead of 550 to 600 million rupees per day, as was the case during the first confinement. And all businesses appear to be much better prepared to deal with the impact of a lockdown or handle a lockdown or work from home for those who can. So in that sense, the disruption level is less. There was a big learning curve last year in terms of, I believe, in the distribution and logistical chains, which didn't need to happen again here because we already had the know-how and knew how to operate. So all you needed was just one day of shutdown, and the day after, supermarkets and everybody else was more or less ready to start operating again. Now, having said that, you've got two particular industries. For example, tourism. As we know, the hospitality industry has been at a standstill, but the standstill does not change because of confinement. The industry was already without tourists for almost a year, and the lockdown does not change that. Instead, what we know is that government has requisitioned an additional 900 rooms for quarantining. So maybe rather than having Mauritians on the weekends, some of them might be able to catch up or make up for le manque à gagner with the receipts from the quarantining. And then the final thing where we think the impact is going to be hardest, and that is where it's going to get felt, is all the mom and pop retail, brick and mortar. So the shop on the street, on the royal roads, on the main roads, the restaurants, the snacks, the malls, all of those guys, those retailers are actually going to get affected. And I think this time around, some of them might get a harder impact than they did in the first one.